Stealth intro. Gotcha. Hey guys, what's up? Wigwam here, making a graceful entry, as always. Welcome back to Wigwam Gaming. Today we're gonna do a review of The Way, which disappointingly is neither about the 2010 Martin Sheen movie, nor the Ariana Grande song. We'll just go ahead and take away 1 point right now for that. So The Way is a stealth platforming game with a heavy emphasis on the story. It features surprisingly emotionally driven cutscenes for its very basic pixel art style. Not to say that the game looks bad, just some areas are certainly more inspired than others. I love the more jungly areas. Junglier areas? Jungly area. Autocorrect is not helping with this one, guys. We're just gonna go on. Anyways, the character models are a bit too basic for me to be impressed, but the monsters and aliens certainly had a little creative spark in them. And I love how happy this ship looks. Look at this motherfucking happy ship. It clearly does not have a care in the world or space, because it's a spaceship. I was actually impressed by the story for this game because it shoots for some very serious theme. The very opening of the game involves you stealing your dead wife's body, followed by stealing a ship to travel across space to get to the Holy Land that may or may not have the secret to eternal life. That's an average Thursday for me. And all this within the first level of the game, that is some pretty serious shit. Like, you could make that into a DiCaprio movie. And the story is told in game through these pop-up dialogues that look like they're out of an old school point-and-click adventure. And for the most part do add to the experience, but I felt like once or twice they actually kind of ruined the moment. Kind of George Costanza did. Like, right here. I was already feeling guilty. You didn't need to tell me how to feel. Just let me feel the thing. And while we're nitpicking, I will say that the humor in this game is almost entirely just references to nerd culture. References are not jokes, first of all. You can't just make references the whole time. And you know, they do start off endearing, but by the end of level 3, they start sounding like, hey, so Lamau, hey, these memes, yay, we get it. You're a nerd, I'm a nerd, thanks for pointing it out. The Way is a stealth platformer with a very heavy dose of puzzle solving. The platforming is the slower, clunkier type of platforming that we see way too often in this genre. I know it seems trivial to bitch about this 1 second that it takes me to hit the ledge and then clamber up, but you know what, that time adds up. By the end of this game, I have wasted hundreds, maybe even thousands of seconds on this maneuver. Well, definitely not thousands, but like 100 easy. The game does manage to use this to its advantage at times to build suspense during chase sequences, but it really does not make up for how annoying it can be when you're trying to solve a puzzle and it's just cutting into your time. Speaking about puzzles, I did enjoy a lot of them actually. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say something negative, didn't you? They can make you think, they can provide an actual challenge, and they can make you take notes. Actual notes like I'm freaking Sherlock Holmes over here. And then I drew a large penis like I'm freaking 12 over here. Can we see that? Focus. Focus. So you've got a stealth platformer that is okay at stealth and good at puzzles and pretty terrible at platforming, quite frankly. You know, if you had a PB&J that had some really great peanut butter on it and then was topped off with a nice fish jelly, probably be a little disappointed in the overall sandwich. Look at this. I'm fucking shooting these little expandy poofs and sometimes nothing happens because I'm hitting them from the wrong angle. That is the fish jelly of platforming, sir. This game really ends up being a lot like your disappointing older brother's report card. Gets an A in the art and literature departments and brings home some pretty disappointing results in more marketable categories. So overall, I actually would recommend this game to people who are a fan of the stealth platforming genre. It's certainly not unplayable and the puzzles are actually very solid, and I think if you enjoy this type of game, this is one that has a great story and some brand new puzzles for you to experience. However, if you're like me and you're not really into the genre to begin with, this is certainly not the title that's gonna win you over. So that does it for this episode of Wigwam Gaming. Thank you for joining me. As always, I love your beautiful faces. Feel free to comment down below about whether you agree with me or if you think I should go die in a fire, which I'm not going to because I was told by a gypsy woman I would freeze to death. Silly internet. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.